Hello, my children. I feel like a pink alpaca today. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I wanted to do a video I've never done before. Something I've never experienced before. Never heard of her, never felt her, truly. And this video is going to be me talking about my first breakup. So you will hear all the tea about this and basically what I've been going through for the past few months and just where my headspace is at, where it has been, and how much I've grown and learned from this experience. And so the purpose of this video is basically a reflection video, and hopefully it teaches you some wisdom from my experience and also for future Kevin too. This is in no way supposed to like put somebody under the bus or like drag someone, because there is still a lot of love and care for the guy. But anyway, I'm actually currently on my way to go see my friend to help me with this heartbreak. No, I'm just kidding. No, but we're gonna catch up and she'll hear all about the tea. But basically, I'm just going to drive, and I thought y'all could come along with me. I thought it'd be fun to, you know, film a video while driving. Hopefully I don't get pulled over. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, listen to this while you're getting ready in the morning, getting ready for bed, whatever it is, podcast, plug it in your car, aux cord it. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. Are you okay? Oh my goodness, that car. No carpool karaoke today because we're gonna get copyrighted. Okay, everyone, hello. Strap your seatbelts in because this is going to be an interesting one. So I'm not necessarily going to make this like a story time video because I feel like our relationship is private and I want to keep the details to a minimum because it doesn't really matter, and like that's between me and that dude. So, but basically I've been talking to this one dude for a few months now, and it's been like mixed signals. We got lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much. Maybe this thing was a masterpiece till you tore it all up. Running scared, I was there. YouTube's gonna copyright me. Sorry, I was singing Taylor Swift. Honestly, my homegirl, she is helping me going through this. Basically, at one point in our relationship, there was no question, no doubt, no reason for me to not believe that he liked me based on his words and actions, okay? You could talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? And I thought he was walking the walk, okay? He was saying certain things, doing certain things that you would not do to a friend, okay? Like, those are flirty things, those were like cutesy things, and so I was like led to believe that he started to have feelings for me and was ready to open that chapter up. So I was like, okay. But me being guarded and, you know, caring about myself and my heart, I asked him, I said, hey, so like recently you've been showing these actions and all that good stuff. Like, what does that mean? So I didn't necessarily ask like, what are we? I was just like, oh, so like, what are your intentions? Like, what does that mean? What does that entail? This lighting, ugh. And he was like, oh, that's just me being friendly. I love talking to you. I'm so comfortable around you. At one point he was like, oh, that's how I talk to all my friends like. And I'm like, what? I was so confused. I was so blindsided, and I was so pissed because, like I said again, there was no doubt in my mind that he was having feelings for me based on his actions and everything. Like, the things that he said and did, like, there's no way that you could not misinterpret that as like something, you know what I mean? And so I was just so pissed off, and so I basically told him, I was like, I need my space. I need space. I need to get away from you. And I said that the next time that we talk, I want to talk in person. So basically we ended up seeing each other in person last week. Okay, we had like a 2-week break, which by the way, he could not resist, honey. He came sliding back in my text messages. He could not handle it. I was so strong though, I held out, honey. I was like, ooh, look at me go. Anyway, so I saw him last week and we hung out, and I didn't really bring anything up from that past conversation and argument or whatever, and like, I just went with the flow to get a better sense of like where his head was at, and like, get an idea based on his body language and based on our conversations. Like, it was very apparent to what we were and what he wanted. Like, he wasn't as touchy and flirty as he was on the first date, and our conversations were super casual and super chill. The whole hangout was just super friendly and super chill. Like, that's the only way I could put it. I even told him, I said that I really think we owe it to each other and to ourselves, and something that we both really need is to just spend more quality time with each other and just to enjoy each other's presence and to go with the flow. And he really agreed with that, and he really emphasized on like not rushing into things and like just letting things happen naturally. And that was honestly the case, because I thought we were on the same page at that one point, and I wasn't really asking for anything other than just like to ask where his head was at. Like, I wasn't asking for commitment, I wasn't asking anything. I was literally like, oh, so like, where's your head at, basically. And I guess that scared him or anything, but granted the circumstances, there was a good reason to why he probably backtracked and retracted everything. All I can say was I walked away from that hangout. Essentially, we like mutually like broke up. I mean, we never dated, okay? We never dated, but like we were talking and there was interest, okay? And because of that, and we mutually, in a way, we're just like, okay, like I think what's best for us is to like do our own thing and just be friends, essentially, which working on that. I walked away from that little hangout, from that mutual breakup, feeling so much more confident in who I am, what I put out into the world, and what I deserve back, because I feel like this was honestly one of the most serious things I've never had a boyfriend, okay? I mean, other than Kim Tae-hyun. But this is the furthest I've ever gone with a guy, and I feel like I've learned so much from this experience, and I feel like with any experience, it's a learning thing, you know what I mean? Like, you grow from it, and that way you can be better for the next one. So, I guess I just wanted to, like, reflect on that in this video. I mean, to get a better understanding of the whole situation, like, I'm just gonna lay out, like, the circumstances that he was in and where he was at and why it didn't work out. Even if we wanted it to work out, it wouldn't have worked out anyway. So, this was for the better, regardless. Because, you know, he wasn't sure of what he wanted. He isn't sure what he wants to do with his career and his life. He is not financially stable, and other, you know, factors, you know, in his personal life. And it's just like, for me, I feel like I'm in such a different place in my life compared to him. Like, I'm over here and he's over here, you know what I mean? Like, we're not at the same page or the same level or whatever. And so, like, I feel that I'd essentially be like guiding him and babysitting the whole time, and like that's not fair to me. I need to find someone that can give me as much as I give them, you know what I mean? I feel like I was just so lost in the fantasy and the expectations of like, oh, like he's gonna fly out to Seattle to see me and we're gonna do these cute things, and like I feel like that's where I really like effed up myself, because like I think that's the worst thing you could do, is to like fantasize and like think far ahead. I mean, I wasn't even thinking far ahead. I was thinking like just like the next month. I was like, oh my god, like he's gonna see. I don't know, but don't do that. That's definitely one thing. And something that I told him too is that I think that life is too short to focus on the negativity. Rather, I like to take time to stop and appreciate the present and stop and smell the roses. And he really emphasized that message on me, and he said that he's learned so much from me and has gotten so much value out of me, and so I'm really glad that he has. But he basically was telling me too to like, Kevin, you need to sometimes take a pause in life and appreciate the moment. And I'm like, oh my god, I totally forgot to take my own advice. This dude who essentially like made me so sad gave me some of the best advice, which is, yeah, you need to just appreciate the moment and like appreciate the time that we have together, and like not think too far ahead and like have these expectations, because you're gonna get let down if, you know, they don't happen and whatever. And I really needed to hear that, especially coming from him. And again, there's still so much love and care for each other, because like we've gotten so close and we've bonded so well and we've been so vulnerable with each other, and like the last thing I would want is for him to like be in a bad place, because like he, more than anything, he needs a friend, you know what I mean? And so like if he needs anything, I'm like, hi, I'm here. Other than that, I'm not gonna go out of my way to talk to him, because I don't really need him. Oh, look at me being independent. I said that, things I said that. I hope this is organized as possible, but anyway, things that I've learned from this experience is that I didn't realize how compassionate and how understanding and how patient I was, and how good of a lover I could be. And so for me to really see that other side of myself within myself, it's just like, wow, like I am that bitch, okay? Like I did that. Like I can do that, and I like have that in me, you know what I mean? Like I'm capable of like giving love to another human being and like still being able to like love myself enough to like walk away from this, you know what I mean? And something else that I've learned is what I want in a guy and a partner and what I deserve too, because like it's a two-way street. If you just keep giving and giving and giving, like it's going to be exhausting and like draining. And I even told the dude, I was like, I'm tired, like talking to you and like just being with you, like it makes me tired, and like that's not how I want to feel when I'm with like my partner. And so I want it to be fun, I want it to be lighthearted, and like obviously there's gonna be times where it's ups and downs too, but like it shouldn't be like that all the time, you know what I mean? I felt like I was his therapist at one point, and like of course I would love to be there for people, but at the same time like I want him to be there for me too, but I just felt like I was just pouring all of myself into him, and he was there. I was his pillow to cry on, it was his shoulder to lean into, and he wasn't there for me the same way I was, and so like I didn't deserve that. I also know that I want a guy who is 100% all in, and like a guy who knows exactly what he wants and like is not afraid to show it and to fight for it and chase after it, you know what I mean? From something that I've learned from one of my favorite bachelorettes, Hannah Brown, is that I will not allow myself to not feel chosen every single day, and I will wait until whenever that day is, you know? And I think that's so true. That quote that she says is so true, because there were days where I did feel chosen by him, but then there were days where I didn't feel chosen by him. And like, obviously you would want to be a priority within your partner, you know what I mean? And obviously you have your own life and independence too, but for it to be so wishy-washy and just so mixed signals, like it's so frustrating and like confusing, and like that's not how I want it to be. Not to say that relationships are easy, but it shouldn't be this difficult, especially this early on. Why is the lighting, I swear the sun is like setting, but it's not, it's literally 11. What? This is so bizarre to me. Like daylight savings, like global warming, I don't even know. And so from this experience, I've learned so much about myself and who I am and what I want, what I need, what I deserve. And I feel like I've helped him grow so much as a person too, which I'm so glad that I could have been that person for him. But unfortunately, you know what I mean? I think what's best is for him to be alone and figure himself out, what he wants to do with life, who he is. And then I need to obviously work on myself, because I feel like I've been investing so much time and energy and my thoughts into this guy that I've been taking that energy away from my YouTube and from my Instagram and from my flawless fam. And so like, I need to put that energy back into where it needs to be. And so what I think is best is for him to be alone, work on himself, and I know that I deserve better, and that, you know, who knows, maybe down the road in the future, if I'm still there and he figures himself out, maybe we can try it again, but I'm not waiting on him. There's a difference between waiting for someone versus being like patient, you know what I mean? I feel like I've been patient this whole time, but I'm not going to wait on him, you know what I mean? Because I know that I deserve better, and I know there's gonna be guys out there that know what they want and they know they want me, you know what I mean? So for me, I think, again, like, we just need to do our own things, go with the flow, just be chill, and work on ourselves. And again, if the timing is right, then we'll find a time again, you know what I mean? And I know there's some people out there that say like, oh, like, if they really did want to be with you, then they would make it work no matter what, you know, there's no such thing as bad timing. But from this experience, I really think bad timing really is a thing, because even if he did want to make it work, oh my god, this is so dark. Even if he did want to make it work out, even if we did want to like try things out, it wouldn't have lasted, because just where he is in his life, it's just not the best timing, you know what I mean? And so I think timing is just a factor into our lives and our relationships. And again, who knows, maybe like 2 years down the line, he's successful, he's happy, he knows who he is and what he wants. And if I'm still there, and if we're both wanting to try again, then that timing would work out, you know what I mean? So I'm still new into my whole internet career and fresh into this, and so, you know, I still have things to figure out as well. So no worries, not in any rush to get tied down right now, unless Kim Tae-young hit me up. But now more than ever, I really just want to focus and work on myself and I've always have, because I've always been single, and I've been like loving myself. But now more than ever, especially within this next chapter of my adult life, I want to work myself. And one of the things that I want to do to like move on from this relationship and like to move on to my next chapter in my life is, I think I want to move out. I recently went to LA, and so like I actually looked at some places in LA, and I was just so inspired to like just move there, you know what I mean? And obviously for one, my career and all that stuff, opportunities, but also just for an experience to like live on my own and, like I said, open up that adult chapter in my life, because I feel like that's definitely something that will help you grow so much as a person. And I've been living at home for my whole life, and I would love a change of space and scenery, and I'm sure you all would too. And new types of content like moving vlogs, how fun would that be, you know what I mean? Like how exciting. I just think like 2020, a new decade, a new chapter in my life. It's just like, why not? Let's do it. So basically, that's the update on my life. How are you? No, but seriously, thank you so much for listening and watching this if you still are, because this was so like cathartic for me. Like honestly, this was a great way for me to like get closure in a sense and like close this chapter, because I don't know, just like venting it to a friend, like it just feels so good, you know? Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like this video up. Also leave me a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on this whole experience and what you've learned from this video too. Like if you've ever been in a relationship, like could you apply some things that I've said into your life? I hope so. Today's Flawless feature goes to this person right here. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. I appreciate you so much. If you want to be in the next Flawless feature and have your very own shout out, all you have to do is take a picture or a video and post it on your Instagram story that you're watching my latest video on YouTube and tag me at FlawlessKevin, and that is all you have to do. But yes, I love you all so much, and remember everyone, to be flawless is to be yourself. Bye!